All right, welcome. So let's get comfy on our mats. And I think we're gonna start off with some breathing first, kind of help to clear things away. And then we will come into a short meditation. So the breathing exercise that we're going to do is called alternate nostril breath. So you might be familiar with it. If you've joined me for lunchtime classes on Thursdays, we've practiced it before. It might have been a while though. So right hand, you're gonna press your index finger and middle finger down to your palm. It's almost, I'm having deja vu. Perhaps we did this last week. I don't know. It's almost like you have a modified shaka happening right now. Your thumb is going to block your right nostril. Your ring finger blocks your left nostril. And this alternate nostril breath is a chance for you to find balance, harmonize both sides of the body, both sides of the brain, and kind of come back into that, I'm going to say, equilibrium again. So one round is when you inhale left, exhale right, inhale right, exhale left. That's one round. So we'll do a few rounds with me guiding you, and then I'll be quiet and we'll maintain that flow of breath a few times on our own, and then we'll let that breathing exercise fall away. So we'll start blocking the right nostril. We'll inhale left. Block the left nostril, exhale right. Inhale right. Block the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block the right, exhale left. So that was 4 rounds. I'm going to be quiet now. Maintain that flow on your own. We'll do one more round, finishing with an inhale on the left. So after that last inhale on the left, let your hand fall away. Find a comfortable seat. The hands can rest, palms down on the legs, palms up, your choice. Palms down tends to help maintain the energy levels within the body. Palms up helps us to connect with the energy outside of ourselves. If you're in a space where you feel comfortable and safe closing the eyes, I invite you to do that. Feel the sitting bones making contact with the mat. Feel the crown of the head growing taller towards the sky with each inhale. And feel yourself root down, ground with each exhale. Connect to the breath. There might be a slight sound that you can hear with your breath. How does it feel as the breath enters through the nose and tickles the back of the throat? And then where does the breath go in the body? Notice for yourself. Notice the power of the breath. Having done a powerful pranayama, breathing exercise, our alternate nostril breath. The power of the breath as we sit here in this moment. As it allows us to tap into the deep resilience that we have within ourselves and without. The way the breath allows us to connect to the huge emotional bandwidth that we have. And both within and without. The way in which we can connect to the breath to both help us feel anchored in the present moment or to Create that moment of inspiration and lift. The power of the breath, the way that we can connect to it, and when it supports us and how it supports us in the full, deep understanding and knowing of the complex emotional self that we are. The breath can do all of that. Connect us to the present moment. Help us anchor in. Help us to find inspiration. Help us to recognize our power, our resiliency, our complexity. Feel safe in all of that bigness, in all of that power. Know that the breath itself is so powerful. Know that we can trust it. Show it a moment of gratitude here. And press one hand to the chest, the other on top. Or perhaps pressing the palms together feels more aligned with gratitude. Taking a moment here to feel grateful. And the power of the breath. We'll exhale. Hands can come back to the thighs. Take a moment to prepare yourself as you blink the eyes open. Some gentle shoulder rolls. Switch direction. Let's tuck the chin down to the chest. We'll inhale, gaze up. Flowing with your breath as you exhale, you gaze down. As you inhale, gaze up. And after your next inhale, we'll return that neck forward, gaze forward. Send the right hand to the mat. Reach the left fingertips up and over. Feel that stretch down the left side. Your next exhale, let's swoop those left fingertips out in front, dragging them along the mat. And then the left palm touches down on the left side. We reach the right arm up and over. Oh, goodness. Beautiful. We'll come back up to center. All right. Now, a few choices for you here. The posture that we're going to find is butterfly pose or Bandha Konasana. So the soles of the feet will rest, pressed together, the knees drop open. Depending on how your hips feel, if they're really tight and your knees are lifted off the mat, anything will do, yoga blocks, books, pillows, blankets, support them under the legs so that you can rest into this pose, let the hips relax. So having that added support in there can help open up through the hips. Option to stay seated in this posture, lay all the way back in this posture, or find a reclined posture. I'm gonna find a reclined posture. I have 2 yoga blocks. Can you see them? They're kind of blending in with the kitchen, but I have one on the highest height, the other on the second highest height. I'm going to lay my bolster against them. My small of my back, or I guess it's more my tailbone almost, connects to the bolster and I lean back. With my soles of the feet pressed together, knees dropped open. If you don't have yoga blocks or a bolster, books, just stacking a whole bunch of pillows and getting that elevation to lean over, rolling the towels, getting them to be a bit more secure and firm. So find all of the things that you need to get comfortable. We'll make our way onto or into the posture. Wherever you're at, ensure that you can rest into the posture. Find that stillness, that pause, letting the hips open, letting the tension melt away out of the shoulders. Relax through the jaw. Feel yourself anchor in. Feel the beautiful power in this pose and opening. Rest easy. comfortable with the pause.
Place which we have put me. Homecoming. 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 Our liberate as the walls to rock you, to say, maybe I'll be dear, you're right, you're here, push it all. It's a revelation. There's no hell and wildfire, no kingship. All the tides are changing as you liberate now, and the walls fall down. To the end, to rock, to say, baby, I'll hey dear, you're right, you're here, push it all.
Support the knees. If you are seated, supporting the knees, drawing them upwards. If you're on the bolsters or laying on your back, just gently roll to one side. And press up into a seat wherever you are at. Recommend pressing the soles of the feet into the mat, giving a windshield wiper back and forth. All right. Now stretching the legs long out in front. Find a seated forward fold here. What I like to do is, whether it's pillows, whatever props you have, stacking them up so that you can lean forward. Let the forehead rest. Obviously, if you have no props, absolutely fine. Just sit comfortably with the hands on the legs, chest lifted. But if you have blocks or bolsters, pillows, towels, a way to bring things up so that the chest can be supported here, that is where we want to be. I like to have something, my forehead rest on something. And just allow us to connect into the energetic body. Feel supported, helps to clear the thoughts. Wherever you're at, finding length through the spine. Breathing here, maintain that connection to the breath. You're all probably settled in here, but I'm just realizing the other option or another supportive way to get into this posture is to bring a chair in front of you, have a pillow or something on the seat, and then you can rest your head on the seat of the chair. We'll inhale, bring awareness back to the body. Come to sit up nice and tall. And we're going to make our way into Shavasana. I am going to, I don't have a wall in front of me, but I'm going to elevate my legs. I've just put my yoga blocks on the bottom and my bolster on top. Again, anything, you can put a pillow under your knees. Use books, pillows, again, to find that elevation. Or if you have a chair in front of you, your couch, or you can put your legs up the wall, finding that posture at the end of the day can really help us get into our parasympathetic nervous system. So settling into your final resting pose, your Shavasana, letting the practice melt into the body, letting your body melt onto your mat. I'm just going to grab something that I need to read for you all. So I'm just going to get it, but you settle into Shavasana. I will be right back.
Must have been forces to be on wide courses. Knows how many poses.
As you rest here, I wanted to give you something to contemplate. And I think it's coming as something that I want to share because we are preparing to go back to campus. We're looking at the possibility of things feeling quote unquote normal in the near future. So from Brene Brown's book, Braving the Wilderness, this is the chapter High Lonesome, a Spiritual Crisis. And it's where she's talking about the research done from University of Chicago on loneliness, where loneliness is defined as perceived social isolation. We experience loneliness when we feel disconnected. At the heart of loneliness is the absence of meaningful social interaction, an intimate relationship, friendships, family gathering, or even community or work group connections. This research explains that as members of a social species, we don't derive strength from our rugged individualism, but rather from our collective ability to plan, communicate, and work together. Our neural, hormonal, and genetic makeup support interdependence over independence. The research explains to grow to adulthood as a social species, including humans, is not to become autonomous and solitary. It's to become that one on whom others can depend. Whether we know it or not, our brain and biology have shaped to favor this outcome. Of course, we're social species. That's why connection matters. It's why we're wired for belonging. So I feel like this is just so important as we all get ready to go back to working. We've all been working together throughout this whole time, but being back in the same space with people, there's a different feeling to that. And I'm not sure about all of you, but just that thought and transition and, what has this last however many months felt like, and what has it been like, and giving time to pause and reflect on really how it has felt, and give yourself time to breathe and to let yourself feel all of the things that are coming up as we transition back to on campus. And some of you may have always been on campus, and transition to, that quote unquote normalness again. Give yourself time to really breathe and sit into and rebalance, recalibrate to, or from what has been to what is now coming up. We'll start to bring awareness back to the breath, back to the body. Feel the wiggle of the toes and of the fingers. Nice big stretch. We'll roll to one side. Thank you as always for sharing your practice, for joining me this evening. Thank you, thank you, thank you.